thousands rallied in Burkina Faso's capital, Ouagadougou, on Wednesday in a demonstration that the junta-led country's prime minister said makes imperialism tremble.
There's a natural mystic blowing through the air. There is a natural mystic blowing through the air. If you have ears, you will hear. If you have eyes, you will see.
Comrades, I am here this morning, mandated by our comrade President, Captain Ibrahim Traore,
Hey! Is that the street of Ouagadougou in Burkina Faso? All forces activated from the east, from the west, from the north, from the south. Sankara, Yama, Ibrahim, Traore, Muammar Gaddafi, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Professor Lumumba. My brothers and sisters, if you get to Burkina right now, the energy is on a different level altogether. You won't get a place to land your foot. The people of Burkina are not playing. They are not joking. I thought those out of Burkina Faso, are the ones fighting, adding up our voices for those in Burkina Faso, not knowing they are at the battlefront. Old ladies, religious leaders, native doctors, or spiritualists. This one, no oppressor can succeed. This one, no imperialist can succeed. This one, no format, no strategy, no agenda, no terrorist can succeed. No, it won't happen. I won't waste much of your time. Let's go to Burkina Faso.
Comrades, good morning. Comrades, homeland or death? Comrades, I am here this morning, mandated by our comrade President, Captain Ibrahim Traore, to deliver a message to you that consists of 3 points. It is first a message of recognition and thanks. Recognition and thanks to you, revolutionary patriots, who are standing here this morning at Revolution Square. But through you, these are words of thanks and recognition to all the revolted peoples, to all the peoples standing today on this memorable day of April 30th, 2025. The peoples standing here in Burkina, in Ouagadougou, in Bobo Dioulasso, in Tenkodogo, in Dedougou, everywhere in Burkina. The people standing in Africa, the peoples of the diaspora standing on other continents. All of you who are standing for freedom, standing for dignity, and standing to say no to oppression, standing to say no to injustice, and standing to say yes to freedom. Comrades, secondly, it is a message to call for vigilance and determination. Because, as you know, Captain Thomas Sankara said, imperialism is a bad student. Imperialism applies the same methods, and our leader, Comrade President, Captain IBRAHIM TRAORE,
le camarade président, le capitaine Ibrahim Traoré l'avait dit.
Said from slavery. From the period of slavery until today, imperialism has not changed its methods.
L'impérialiste n'a pas changé de méthode. La méthode est juste plus subtile.
The method is just more subtle and gentler.
Parce que sous l'esclavage,
because during slavery,
quand nos grands-parents, nos arrière-grands-parents,
when our grandparents, our great-grandparents, were chained in the holds of ships to be deported and used as beasts of burden,
pour être déportés et servir de bêtes de somme, la méthode de l'impérialiste,
the method of imperialism was known.
Quand l'impérialiste était fatigué de tenir lui-même la
When the
cravache,
imperialist was tired of holding the whip himself, what did he do?
il choisissait parmi les esclaves
He chose among the slaves some unworthy ones who were ready to betray their brothers and sisters,
indignes qui étaient prêts à trahir leurs frères et sœurs. Et une fois qu'il les avait choisis,
and once he had chosen them, he gave them access
il
to
leur
his
donnait
salon.
accès à son salon. Et ils avaient le droit de se
And they had the
disputer
right
les
to
miettes
fight over the
avec
crumbs
les chiens
with the
de
imperialists'
l'impérialiste.
dogs.
Et cela suffisait
And that was enough to make them
pour
drawing room
faire
slaves.
des esclaves de salon. Et désormais
And from
l'impérialiste
then on, the imperialist handed the whip into their hands.
remettait le fouet entre leurs mains. Et ce sont ces esclaves de
And
salon
these drawing
qui
room
étaient
slaves
chargés
were then
désormais
responsible for whipping their own brothers and
de
sisters.
fouetter leurs propres frères et sœurs. Et ils étaient encore plus
And they were
méchants
even more vicious
et
and
plus
violent than the
violents
imperialist
que
himself.
l'impérialiste lui-même. Aujourd'hui, les mêmes esclaves de
Today,
salon
the same
sont
drawing
là,
room slaves are there,
prêts à trahir.
ready to betray.
Ils sont au Burkina Faso.
They are in Burkina Faso.
Ils sont en Afrique.
They are in Africa.
Ils sont partout.
They are everywhere.
Ce sont les ennemis de notre liberté.
They are the enemies of our freedom.
L'impérialisme ne change pas de
Imperialism
méthode.
does not change its methods,
Parce qu'il vous souviendra qu'en 1987,
because you will remember that in 1987,
ce jour sombre de
on that
15
dark day of
octobre,
October 15th,
ce sont les méthodes de
it was the methods of manipulation that led to the tragic fate of a dignified son of Burkina Faso.
L'impérialiste a manipulé en 1987.
The imperialists manipulated in 1987.
Le capitaine Thomas Sankara a été présenté
Captain Thomas
alors à
Sankara
cette
was
époque
presented at that time as a bloodthirsty man,
comme un sanguinaire,
as a president who did not love his people,
comme un président qui n'aime
as a
pas son
president who
peuple,
persecuted his people.
comme un président qui pille son peuple. Et ce sont les mêmes médias mensonges qui ont
And
été
it was the same
utilisés.
lying media that were used, and we know the
Et nous
result.
connaissons le résultat. Seulement l'impérialiste
Only the imperialist and the drawing room
et les
slaves
esclaves
forgot
de
one thing.
salon ont oublié une chose. 1987,
1987
ce n'est pas 2025.
is not 2025.
En 2025, nous
In
sommes
2025, we are standing.
debout. La jeunesse burkinabé est debout.
The Burkinabe youth are standing.
Le peuple patriote du Burkina Faso
The patriotic
est debout.
people of Burkina Faso are standing.
Les combattants de la liberté dans le monde sont debout.
The fighters for freedom in the world are standing.
Et nous allons faire corps
And we will unite to defend our leader,
pour
Captain
défendre
Ibrahim
notre
Traore.
leader, le capitaine Ibrahim Traoré. Parce que nous avons cette chance
Because we have this chance, our generation, to have a young leader,
d'avoir un leader jeune, d'avoir un leader
to have a
courageux,
courageous leader,
audacieux,
bold,
visionnaire,
visionary,
qui est prêt à tous les sacrifices pour la
who is
liberté
ready
de son
for all
peuple.
sacrifices for the freedom of his people.
Camarades, plus que jamais, nous devons rester
Comrades,
debout.
more than ever, we must stand because
Parce que
Captain
le
Thomas
capitaine
Sankara
Thomas
said,
Sankara l'avait dit, quand le peuple se met
when the
debout,
people stand up,
les impérialistes
the
tremblent.
imperialists tremble.
Ce qui se passe ce 30 avril 2025,
What is happening on this April 30th, 2025 is making the imperialists tremble.
certains ne dormiront pas ce soir.
Some will not sleep tonight,
Mais leur cauchemar va durer parce que nous
but their
sommes
nightmare
debout,
will last
prêts
because we are standing,
jusqu'à la
ready
victoire
until final victory.
finale. Camarades, vous avez
Comrades,
compris ce
you
qui
understand
se
what
passe.
is happening
Parce qu'il y a quelques jours de
because a
cela,
few days ago,
un individu
an individual
descendant d'Africains
a descendant of Africans,
s'est permis de mentir
allowed himself to lie to manipulate public opinion,
pour manipuler l'opinion, pour diaboliser
to
le
demonize Captain Ibrahim Traore.
La méthode est la même
The
qu'en
method is the same as in
1987.
1987,
Mais cette fois, ça ne passera
but this
pas.
time it will not pass.
Camarades, je suis là enfin
Comrades, I am here
Au nom
finally
du camarade président
on behalf of
Le
Comrade
capitaine
President
Ibrahim Traoré.
Captain Ibrahim Traore
pour vous dire, le capitaine a dit de vous dire
to tell you that the captain has said to tell you that his determination
que
and
sa
serenity remain intact,
détermination et sa sérénité restent intactes. Que toutes ces manœuvres qui sont
that all these
urdies,
maneuvers that are being plotted,
toutes
all
ces
these manipulations to demonize him, do not affect his morale in any way.
n'affectent en rien son moral. Notre
Our chief
combattant
fighter is
chef
determined and serene because he draws his energy
est
from your
déterminé
mobilization,
et serein. Parce qu'il puise son énergie dans votre mobilisation. Vous êtes l'une de ses sources d'énergie.
You are one of his sources of energy.
Et le capitaine Ibrahim Traoré
And
a dit
Captain
de vous
Ibrahim
dire
Traore has said to tell you that the fight
que le
continues,
combat continue. Que le combat va s'intensifier.
that the fight will intensify,
Que le temps est venu
that the time has come
de ne plus jamais courber les chines.
to never bow our heads
Que
again,
le peuple burkinabé se libère définitivement.
that the Burkina people are
Que
freeing
les peuples
themselves
du Sahel se
definitively,
libèrent
that the peoples of
définitivement.
the AES are freeing themselves definitively,
Que les peuples d'Afrique assument leur
that the peoples of
révolte.
Africa are assuming their revolt,
Que les Africains et les panafricanistes, les combats
that
de la
Africans and
combattants de la liberté
Pan-Africanists,
dans le reste
the
du
fighters for
monde,
freedom in the rest of the world,
se mettent
are standing
debout
because the fight will
parce que le
continue
combat
until
va se
victory,
poursuivre jusqu'à la victoire. La patrie ou la mort.
Homeland or death.
La patrie ou la
Homeland or
mort.
death. We shall overcome.
Fully activated, north, east, south, and west. A Christian who says, "Sankontorio mama yakadabara ebre kuria mama." But the Pan-Africanists will say, Thomas Sankara, Ibrahim Traore, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Gaddafi, Professor Lumumba. That is our tones. Oh my goodness. No oppressor can succeed this time around. The energy is very high. The sons and daughters of the soil are awakened. The sons and daughters of the soil are awakened. This time around, no oppressors' agenda work. This time around, no imperialist status work. No amount of terrorists. By the time you realize these people themselves will chase terrorists and break their necks. We know the plans and the agendas of the imperialists. They are planning. We know what they are plotting. We'll be bringing it on this platform. We'll be updating you. We know the plans. Yeah, I just got updated by a top security expert. We know the plans. I'll be updating you on this platform. So keep in touch. But it don't work. No. Per what I'm seeing. In Ghana, as I'm speaking with you today on the 30th of April, there was a protest. Unfortunately, it escaped me because my focus and my attention is on another protest being organized by Economic Fighters League, EFF, in Ghana. The Economic Fighters League, they are also coming up with a protest on 25th May 2025. That is where my attention was. I didn't focus, or it escaped me that there is going to be a protest in Ghana today, in support with Ibrahim Traore and Burkina Faso. But they did a marvelous job. Let's watch some of their videos.
My name is Black Coffee. I'm a media personality in Ghana. Since I was in my 20s, I have been a Pan-Africanist. I used to write for New African magazine. I was always promoting Africa. I'm a Pan-Africanist. And so there's no way I can sit down and watch France or USA kill another African leader. France alone have killed 22 African presidents. France alone. Not USA combined. France alone have killed 22 African leaders. Anytime African leader wants to work for the people, France and UK and USA will interfere. Why? Americans don't all like Trump. They don't all like Macron in France, but you don't see us going to kill them. And so enough is enough. We read the history books about Sankara. We read about Lumumba. We read about Nkrumah. We've read about them. I'm not going to sit down for my great-grandchild to read about Traore being killed. So as long as I am alive, I will stand and fight for Africa. I'm not walking just like this. This be a spiritual battle. We have gone to the rivers. We have called the ancestors. We are fighting for Africa, and that is why I am here. There's no way I will live and watch them kill Traore. Touch Ibrahim Traore, you touch every black person in the world. We will not take it. France, USA, bugger off and leave Africa alone. That's why I'm here.
Ibrahim alive.
I stand firmly with Ibrahim Traore. Firmly.
Enough is enough. They should stop killing our leaders. They should stop killing our leaders. If any leader emerge to have his people at heart, they try to take the person out. And they try to use our very own people. And this time around, we don't want any more Gaddafi to happen. This is the end. And this is the starting point of something huge. The revolution has really started. The fire now is not pointing any direction. Touch one person and you touch all of us. That's all.
Social media has empowered us.
Touch one person, you touch all of us.
If they dare touch Ibrahim Traore, they will regret.
Yes, touch somebody.
We are ready to go and
Touch
fight in
the
the
whole of
Burkina
us.
army. Me, by all age, I will fight in the Burkina Faso army.
Yeah.
All these people follow me, we will fight in the Burkina Faso army. They should dare try to Ibrahim Traore. We dare you, France. We dare you, America. Touch him.
So would you say this is the
Follow us on Facebook, Ofayal, the nation's uncle. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Nation's Uncle TV. Follow us on TikTok, The Nation's Uncle. The Nation's uncle gives you the raw truth. Thanks for watching.